Might as well be prepared. Shit.
I mean, I
just did it. You good?
I mean, they missed all of that probably.
They did.
They probably
No, it just did. It just did.
No, yeah, it just.
It caught all that.
They probably missed all
It just
that.
be-
You know what I'm saying?
Y'all missed out on none of the fun.
I'm just saying.
We here.
At the end of the day,
There's plausible reasons to have baby oil.
he's
in the
still
house.
going to jail.
Oh, it's plausible
He's
reason.
injured.
It's plausible
So,
reason
he's
to have
injured.
baby
I
oil.
thought he stayed
I'm
in
just saying so much of
So
it.
what you gonna do if he get to go home tomorrow?
They ain't got shit to do with
You said on Monday? It come out Monday?
I'ma still sleep good either way.
Deliberation. That's all it is now.
I'ma sleep good either way.
That's all it is deliberation now.
I just think that if he
I'm
did
just waiting to
everything
hear what they
that
say so I can
said that
see
he
what
did,
all
he
the people that
deserves
stuck
to
their
stay.
foot in their mouth gonna say. Including me. Like if I have to stick my foot in my mouth and he gets served like 20 years, cool. Stick my foot in my
I
mouth.
don't think it's gonna be 20. I think 10 max. 10 max.
It ain't gonna be 20. I can say that much. It's not gonna be 20.
Yeah, I can't agree. It's not gonna be.
I'm not afraid to eat crow, my nigga. If
It's
the
not gonna
nigga
be
gets
20.
out, he gets out. But I'm just saying, I think he's gonna get.
But that's what I'm
10.
saying. If he gets out, he gets out.
Yeah, I think he's getting 10. I think that's
It's
just how
not
I
gonna
feel.
bother me.
I think he gonna get 10 with time served. So whatever he already had to deal with, they gonna add. He only.
I can agree with that.
And he might
But I
get
don't
10
think
and
it's
only
gonna
do
be
5.
I don't think it's gonna be 10.
He might get 10 and only do 5.
Or 3 to 5.
The next part of the 5 is gonna be house arrest.
But this was a play as far as in you thought you was king shit, you thought you was big shit, because I think this is all from Ciroc personally. He beat them and got that 400, 600, something like that million.
Oh, then come to find out, if you pay attention to the video where he beat her up.
That is wild. Though.
Do you know? First of all, let me lead with this. You can physically and violently reobtain your property. It's not against the law. If you watch when he come down the hallway, it's just him and the towel. When he leave after beating her ass, it's him, the towel, and the phone.
Yeah.
She could have had his shit.
True.
It is crazy though. All it took
I think-
was baby oil conversation for this conversation.
I think she said because I think what happened was that when she was talking about what happened that day, that there was something on her. It was her phone. It was on her phone that she had that she was like, if you're gonna be this way, I'm gonna do this, and that's when he.
Do you think
Who paid for the phone?
That I don't know. All
Because
I
if
know.
he paid for it, that his
Then,
phone.
yeah. That I don't know.
Do you think anybody messed with any information?
Yes.
What do you mean?
Messed with any information to
What kind
make
of information?
I agree with
What
him.
do you mean?
I agree with him.
Do you
Tamper
think-
with evidence.
Do you think anybody tampered with any evidence?
Of course.
Yeah.
Everybody tampers with everything.
Yeah.
I think the prosecution.
That's the
and
only
defense
thing that's gonna
tamper
save him.
with- I think the prosecution and the defense tamper with evidence.
That's the only thing that's
I think the
gonna
whole case is built off of bullshit.
Some of it we know.
Yeah.
I'm sure he was either a part of or actually did, but everything was circumstantial.
Like what? Like what?
That thing with.
Because if we gonna go based off of, paying for women to come across state lines to have.
I'm rich. I can do that.
Like, not only that, if you ever been in a relationship and took your girlfriend with you out of state and y'all fucked on vacation and you knew you was gonna do that before you left, you technically just sex traffic.
I mean, if you want to put it that way.
I mean, it's not. It's not
Unless
like
it's
it's not
consensual.
true.
Not wrong.
The girls that were coming on P Diddy's plane, it was consensual.
My nigga, I don't care what nobody say, bro. Like, even back to the R. Kelly thing, like, people be mad at me, I don't care. But it's just, if you don't want to be peed on, you move out the way.
I mean,
Clearly you wanted to be peed on, and after listening to certain people, we understand that is a fetish by people now. So, what is the problem here? This man is on trial for being freaky. I know what I like to do in the bedroom. I don't want to be put on trial for it.
I know I like doing it in every wine. I better not be put on trial for it.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. But we was talking about a lot. Let's go ahead and get this out the way because, certain things will be coming up. What is your, give a number. What is your prediction for Superman first weekend?
What are the numbers we're looking at?
Right now they said it's...
That's a major fucking segue jump.
I'm saying what kind
We're going to be baby oil to Superman.
Right now I think it said 88 million, 88
Oh, we're talking about how much money?
Make?
Shit.
Like not like total, but like just that weekend.
The first weekend?
First
I feel like
First weekend.
They said right.
every show-
Right now it said right now when I looked at it, it could be different today, but when I looked at it yesterday, it said 88 million.
That's what they expected for Superman?
Mm-hmm.
Really? That's so low.
It is. That's low.
I feel
Well, most they looking at all the superhero films, and most superhero films then top 70, 75.
Most superhero fans ain't Superman that actually looks kind of colorful with an upbeat tempo and a hopeful tone.
I'm not saying I disagree. I'm telling you what they have said.
So let me ask you this.
Every show gonna be sold out. Every last goddamn one of
I
them.
think so too.
I mean, the theater we looked at, that shit was almost sold out.
Here's my question. So, how much did Henry Cavill's make?
It's
On open box. On open box.
Opening
Night.
I think
Opening
it was
night
like,
weekend. Opening weekend. Yeah.
if I'm not mistaken, I think it was like 105 or something like that.
1.5 million.
Do you
105, like
okay?
105.
Do you think this one's gonna perform better?
Yes.
Yes,
Mhm.
1000%. And I love Henry Cavill.
134, 136 opening weekend.
Yeah. Well,
I think it's gonna do numbers opening weekend.
I think it's gonna break a record. I think it's to me. I think it's gonna hit over
I
150.
think it's gonna be the highest DC movie.
Now,
This is me
I don't know
giving
if y'all heard
praise.
this, but
I
I heard that HL is in it too.
Who?
HL.
Oh yeah. HEL. H-E-L.
H-E-L.
He's a legitimate superhero or a villain rather.
He's the
in
clone
this.
of Krypton.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. Okay.
I don't know who you're talking about.
It's Hell.
Yeah,
H-E-L. Okay.
Oh, why
Yeah,
the fuck did I not realize what that was?
Oh.
Oh,
Think about that shit. He said H-E-L.
I didn't know how to
Because
say it.
I was basically spelling it for you guys.
I didn't know how to say it.
Like
Hell.
hell, okay, that's interesting.
Yeah,
That's interesting. That's different.
yeah.
That's hella different. Cause
Because I seen the screenshot of it.
and Superman better not win that fight
Zay better not win the fight.
because that motherfucker is beyond anything Superman has ever been.
Well, we know Superman gonna lose one of the fights.
Yeah, cause he got his ass whooped with his dog.
Had the fight that he gets knocked out.
The point.
That might be that fight. I don't know.
Most
Maybe.
DC heroes they lose the original fight just to come back to win the fight later.
Except for all
And see, what I want is
Except
the
for who?
opposite.
Except
I want
for Batman.
Superman to win, drastically lose, and that shit kill his ego, and then that's when everybody else come in to help him win again.
Yeah.
That's what I want. He said, except for Batman. Yeah, because he's a fucking winner.
Batman loses his first fights against certain people sometimes. Nigga, go read some of the comics. Flower Man.
Oh, Batman loses a lot.
Batman loses a lot.
It's crazy. He lost to a motherfucker.
That's
with
what he
flowers.
says.
But he does.
He loses a lot.
He loses a lot. He just comes. The whole point.
Batman loses a lot of battles and never loses the war.
It's crazy. Batman can't beat no flowers, but he can beat all these interdimensional gods. That's crazy work.
If there's 100
Never fuck
fights,
with Mother Nature.
if it's 100 fights between Batman, I mean Batman has literally said that like one of the scariest people in existence is fucking Poison Ivy because if she wanted to,
Yeah.
she could do a lot.
It's like an Omega level.
Yeah.
Let me
If Aquaman wanted to, he could fucking drown the planet.
since we're on this topic with the movie thing, let me go ahead and ask you: did you watch it or no?
Ironheart,
Yes.
we talked about it. Yeah, I watched it.
You watched
It's not ass.
Hold on.
I watched the first two
Before
episodes.
you
It's
say
not
anything-
ass.
before you say anything-
mediocre.
It's not trash.
Before
It's
you
right
say
before
anything,
that.
Before you say anything,
Mediocre.
do you accept America Chavez as Ms. Marvel?
No, I
Do you
told you
accept
that.
she's gonna be in the New Avengers?
I accept she's gonna be in it.
What?
Do you-
But she's not my
Do you accept
Miss
that
Marvel.
Shuri was
But
Black
she
Panther?
is Miss Marvel. What are you talking
That's what I'm
about?
saying.
What do you mean?
But you
I like
accept
the black
Sam.
girl.
But you accept Sam Wilson as Captain America.
Photon?
Yes, thank you.
You accept Sam as Captain America.
Yes.
Yes.
I do.
Power
You can
so
accept
much,
Sam as
though.
Captain America, but can't accept Riri. She's not replacing Tony.
I don't like her. First
Right.
off, first
I think
off,
she arrogant.
as fuck.
She's not replacing Tony. Yeah, I'm gonna be arrogant if I'm smart as shit and I can build cool that shit. You're damn right I'm gonna be arrogant.
I'm the second person that be able to build these suits.
You're damn right I'm gonna be arrogant. Tony was
No,
arrogant.
she will not be the second.
Oh,
She's like
but
the
Tony was fucking
sixth.
hilarious.
Tony was
second?
arrogant.
Was Tony
Who's the
arrogant?
second?
The
Yeah, Tony
nigga in the
He was
first.
very arrogant.
No,
first
for real.
movie.
Tony was arrogant. You didn't have a
He
problem.
was
with
arrogant as
Yeah,
fuck.
but he earned his arrogance. But let me before you say anything. Before you
was
say anything,
arrogant before
I
he
know where
made
you're
I don't
going.
know if Tony was arrogant. I think Tony was cocky.
That's the big. You know what?
But he
That's
also
the- that's the-
but he
yeah,
also
it was
got
cocky.
humble.
Because
He also
he
got
was
humble.
only arrogant when people were rude to him.
Yeah.
Like if you ever realize when Tony would become arrogant was when somebody else would say something to him and he'll be like, okay, now I gotta be arrogant.
What are you without that suit?
Genius, billionaire, playboy, philanthropist.
Yep.
Like, and looked at him like she was fucking stupid. Like, what do you think?
Reminds me of that one time that when Tony was in court that one time.
Exactly.
And
he was cool until the dude started dissing him. He was like,
Right.
you can't have it. And just being himself. You can't
Right.
have it. That's cockiness.
Right.
The moment he switched up his tone, was like, oh, now I'm going to be arrogant to your
Okay.
ass. I'm Tony Stark. You're not.
Right.
Why did you give her not a chance, but you gave everybody else a chance?
No. I didn't get to episode 3 because it's not good to me. The show's not good to me right now. So this is how I feel about her right now.
Okay.
Cause it could change. We still got.
Sure, it wasn't good Black Panther, but it still made a movie.
Oh, that shit was trash.
Trash.
No, she wasn't
They
in Black
weren't good,
Panther. But I like Shuri. I don't like her as Black Panther. I like her as who the fuck I met her as.
Sure.
She wasn't a bad Black Panther.
She wasn't bad, but she just wasn't
trash.
T'Challa. The
movie was trash.
Yeah.
She was a bad Black
The
Panther.
best
She was
part
getting
of
her ass
that
beat
movie,
everywhere.
there are 5 parts of that movie. The part where, and they both involve the same person. When M'Baku has his thing, he sticks the thing in the water, and does all of that. That was cool. And when Namor punched him in the chest, that was cool.
Mm-hmm.
And you bald-headed demon.
Okay, but go ahead and finish what you were saying.
So what you gotta understand with me, like we've had this conversation several times. I'm a certain way when it pertains to my characters.
Yeah.
I can't help but be that way. It's mostly because I'm also a That's Foz.
Yeah, all the
I
two.
missed that
He
part.
said, Foz, shout out to Foz. He said, all it took was some baby oil for this combo to liven up.
Sometimes that's all it takes to get a little slippery, dog. Slippery. See, now we need another bottle of baby oil.
No, the fuck we don't. Keep that shit at the supermarket. Let somebody else get some goddamn baby oil.
Have you ever used baby oil while having sex?
Yes, I have.
How
It's
much,
a fun
how much
time.
of that bottle did you use?
Most of it, actually.
Without conserving, how much of that bottle did you use?
All of it.
All of it.
And if you were, and that was probably because you were conserving. Like, I'm gonna need a little bit of this tomorrow just to put on my skin. If you didn't have to conserve it, you probably would have used like 3 bottles. Because if she looked good and you having fun, you're gonna use a lot of baby oil. Because baby oil dries up really, really fast.
It does.
It's disappointing how fast it dries.
Anybody that has ever used baby oil understands.
Unless you use baby oil and lotion.
And if you got kids in the house, which you did,
That's
kids
true.
are ashy.
But yes, they are.
Kids are.
I'm waiting. I'm gonna watch the whole thing because I'm gonna give her a chance. I gave.
So what about it to you ain't good so far?
The show.
The actress isn't bad, but I think what they have her saying is bad.
The writing's terrible.
Yeah, the writing's terrible. Cause the other
I have to watch it. I saw the trailer.
The other characters, like that little boy who had helped her drag the suit back, I love him. Her not the one that it died, but her.
He's such a side piece lover.
Shut the fuck up. But the other,
He loves side characters. He loves side characters and everything. Besides
your
that,
side
favorite characters.
side characters can make or break certain movies. Let's
They
be
can,
real.
but they'll always be your favorites. You always be like, man, I love that little kid from that one scene. I love that girl when she came in and did blah blah blah. Yes, it was dope, Michael.
If
the actual main character.
No, not right now. I already said it though. Y'all just got here, so y'all don't know. But I already said I don't like her right now.
Okay.
It could change. The CGI is not the best.
I just feel like.
How did you feel about the CGI?
I just feel like give her the same chance y'all gave everybody else.
It is lackluster.
I just say give her the same chance y'all gave everybody else.
I am giving her a chance.
No.
I've been said that. Go ahead.
I don't know about him, but for me,
Steve Rogers is Captain America. I fuck with Sam, but Steve Rogers is Captain America.
I've been said that, but I'm giving Sam a chance.
Steve Rogers is Captain America.
You don't like
I do
Sam?
fuck with Sam.
Oh, I'm about to say Sam.
No,
Sam is my Captain
I
America.
fuck with Sam.
Sam is actually, in my opinion, I think Sam is a better Captain America because this motherfucker can fly. He got vibranium wings. He's got the shield. He got the
I
serum.
was going based off of what he stands for. I just
Like,
think based
that
off of what
too.
he stands for, I think
That
Sam is
too.
a better Captain America. Sam represents the actual encompassing of what America is. Like you're for the people, of the people, made to represent what we can be, like at its peak, so to speak. Like you fight for everybody. That's what America is supposed to be.
Right. And that's what I'm saying.
That's
It's
why
like,
what he said in his
that's
press
why I
conference,
bucks with him.
I was like, that is Captain America.
But see,
everybody was like, no, blah, 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 blah.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
know nothing of America or Captain America.
I'm not gonna lie to you though. Steve Rogers is my favorite Captain America. I like Sam Wilson.
Okay, that makes sense.
That's what I'm saying. I like Sam.
I can rock with that. That's probably how
I fuck with Sam.
Because I like what they did for Sam, and it does feel like a buffed Captain America.
I mean, Steve is hard, but Steve is hard.
I don't like the fight
He
between.
might be like at the bottom of the Captain America total pole, bro.
I don't like the. I don't like the.
I don't necessarily agree with that.
Captain America Red Hulk fight only lasted
Even
like
below
2
the other one? That was
You know I
inside
like
Thunderbolts?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
What'd you say?
I was talking U.S. Agent.
Yeah. Is he
He's
below
like,
them?
even under U.S. Agent. I'm like, yeah, because if you actually, okay,
Steve below USA.
if you look at, I'm talking about what they represent, not as the actual character, like fighting and all of that. I'm going Steve. Steve's the man. But when it comes to the representation of the character in retrospect of what it means to be
That
America, yes, Steve is at the bottom of the list because Steve was just the spokesperson for America. He didn't represent America to me. Sam represents America. Bucky represented America. U.S. Agent literally is the embodiment of an American man. Like the shit he go through, overcoming his obstacles, losing the shit that he loses, going through all that shit, having his violent side, having his pissed off moments. Like Steve was too noble. Sam tries too hard to be a good guy.
Yes.
Bucky tries too hard to redeem himself. U.S. Agent goes out there and does the best he can for the country. No matter what it come with. I'm doing my job. Regardless of my feelings, emotions, all that, I'm doing my job. So when it comes to that, yes, I do think that he's a better Captain America than Steve Rogers. But nobody is the quintessential Captain America like Steve. I just think that U.S. Agent is a better Captain America when it comes to the idea of Captain America.
I understand.
That's fair.
Okay.
That's fair.
That's fair.
That's a fair statement.
Yeah, I can understand that.
I can accept that. Yeah.
Do you think it's gonna get better or worse? Because I'm agreeing with you. It's
Ironheart?
It's mediocre.
It's only 3 episodes up. When
Let me tell you something.
It's mediocre.
I haven't even
That's
seen
what I was gonna say.
It's trash. It's a
Because
6-episode series is trash.
it was no. I just learned this today.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be.
7, 8.
It was supposed to be 8 to 10
I
episodes.
think it was 8.
I heard it was supposed to be 10.
If y'all remember.
Moon Knight was 8.
Moon Knight was
I think Moon Knight was 8.
It was supposed to be 8 to 10 episodes,
You
and
like it better
they
than Moon Knight.
and they
Moon Knight wasn't
Moon
bad.
Knight was not bad.
Moon Knight
Moon
wasn't
Knight
bad.
was good. I seen
Moon Knight was good as fuck. No, that's disrespectful to Moon Knight.
Moon Knight was just too convoluted in retrospect to everything else that takes place in the MCU.
So
Yeah.
do you agree that it's better than Acolyte?
Yes.
Yes.
Moon Knight
So
or
you
Ironheart? Moon Knight or Ironheart?
Ironheart.
No.
No.
I say yes right now. This could right to me.
Without a completion? You said that without a completion?
That's why I'm talking
So
about. Like,
let me go ahead.
If I was go the first 2 episodes that I saw of the Acolyte and the first 2 episodes of this, I'm more on with Ironheart right now. This could my whole thing could change when we come back in, because when we come back, episode 4 and 5 would have been out. And my whole thing could change because you went from 8 to 10 episodes is what they kept saying Ironheart was going to be, to they've made it 6. That means you've taken out a lot.
Yeah.
So
If you've taken out a lot, what is this now?
here's my thing about it. Because when I sat back and I watched The Acolyte, I was 3 episodes in, and then that's when I made my official decision that this shit sucks. I think after 1 episode is not enough to make a fair comparison.
I've seen 2.
3.5.
Seen 2?
I've seen 2. And this is why I said there's a barometer for me. It is not ass. It is not trash. It is right before that, which is mediocre.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what the show is to me right now.
I can accept
I
that.
agree with that.
Yeah, yeah.
I agree.
Like I said, I haven't seen it yet, but
It's just
Okay.
like
I mean, we haven't
I've
gotten
heard
to the
people say-
main villain of the year. We haven't gotten to all that
people,
stuff.
I
So
just heard people were thinking that she's trying to replace Tony.
nah, nobody can replace
She's
Tony.
not trying to replace Tony.
No.
Nobody can replace Tony. Nobody can replace Steve. You can do the whole Captain America joint, but
Sam.
you know what
Sam didn't exactly replace him
Why the hell he didn't?
because it's Sam Wilson. He's a completely different character.
And he replaced Steve.
And
As Captain America,
he was
not-
trying.
Which means we
he's,
still
like
have
I
the
said,
character we're
this goes
supposed
back
to
to what I was
have.
saying before. He's a good character,
Which means
but
and
he's
he
not
was
better
replaced.
than.
Okay. I see what
And
he's
he
trying to
was
say.
replaced.
So then in
Everybody will eventually be replaced.
yeah. So I'm saying in that respect, then Riri is replacing Tony.
No. We've already gotten Tony's replacement.
Who?
Peter.
Yeah, it is. Peter.
Oh,
well, yeah.
You know what?
It is
Yeah.
Peter.
That is a fact.
That's what are y'all talking about? This is what I'm talking about.
I didn't say you was
Paying
wrong.
attention.
I didn't say you was wrong.
Fucking movies.
When you said it, I'm like, okay, yes.
Like, we already got his replacement. She's just another character that's involved in everything that's going on, and she's a part of the girl group that's going to be made eventually.
I know that.
Taking another member is a whole different name too.
Yeah.
Iron
What
Heart.
was her name? Yolana, I think is what her name is, replacing Black Widow.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Even though the other girl is in it now too, from the Captain America, and she's cold. I ain't gonna lie, she cold. They took out a lot of her scenes, but they left one in there, and she is fire.
Yolana?
No, the other chick from Captain America, from the new Captain America movie.
Which one was it?
She's the short lady.
Oh
with
yeah,
the
you're talking
hair.
about yeah.
I forget her name right now. It's slipping my brain.
If you remember her name,
she was,
I'll-
Cause they took out a lot of her scenes, but
she was a security guard for Ross.
yeah.
Oh, her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was-
She was bad.
like,
No,
they got-
I thought she was gonna be a main character
Right,
for
they
real.
got-
She
was
was, but they
supposed to
took
be.
out a lot of her
some
scenes out.
Damn,
Wait,
bro.
Yolanda?
Cause it felt like it
wanna
felt
get my
like she
phone
was a
back.
completely different she felt like she was. But yeah, I feel like what did I say?
We was at 197.
Damn.
Damn.
Viewers?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay, nice. Okay, almost 200. Bet.
My main.
But yeah, I was thinking like she was gonna have. I thought from what I was able to see of the movie, I thought that character was actually of her own initiative, because it didn't look like she was working for the bad guy, and it didn't look like she was working for Sam Wilson, but she looked like she was more so, I'm for my team. Whatever team I'm on, I'm for it completely.
Where's the last one?
I wanted to see more of her. She looked like she was about to really do that thing.
Nah, she did good. Did you watch the movie?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one scene that she got in that black ass hallway. That shit was so fun.
She did.
Yeah, because me and him seen it.
Yeah, we sat together and watched
We
it.
was like, who is that?
Right. Because when she started going crazy like that,
She's a widow.
like,
She was trained in the Red Room too.
oh really? Okay.
She was trained with Yelena and.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense.
That makes a lot of sense.
Natasha.
Yeah. I was thinking that might have been the case because of her fighting style, but I wasn't sure.
No, she is a widow.
So
She
yeah.
is.
Yeah,
a widow.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Yeah, that shit. I enjoyed it though. That's a good movie.
But nobody still
I
said.
didn't like how short the fight between him and Red Hulk was.
Me neither. But you know those fights are
What
always
else
short.
she gonna do?
To me, what else she gonna do?
It's
No,
a
heck,
non-super. It's a
no, that's not-
you can turn it off.
non-super-powered human
That's
fighting
not-
against a Red Hulk.
That's not it.
What is he going to do?
That's not it. I mean, that's not the reason why I say that.
I mean, Red Hulk won the fuck out that fight, so.
I didn't like the fight against Copperhead. That fight should have been better. But
Well, which movie we talking about?
I'm talking about
Brave
Captain
World.
Brave New World.
what was he supposed to against?
I know that's what I'm saying.
Ross.
Like, but see,
Other than stab him in the chest, which is what he should have did.
yeah, he should have did that shit.
But it's a kid movie.
But see, like, I'm not saying it's because he wasn't gonna win the fight. I'm saying the fight didn't last long.
It shouldn't. It's a human being
It should.
against a Hulk. It went exactly how it was supposed to go if you're going to let the winner, and if you're going to let Captain America win. Because if we really would have had Red Hulk go on a rampage, if we really had Red Hulk go on a rampage, it would have been Hulk versus
That's what I wanted to
Wolverine.
see. A rampage.
Oh yeah.
Hulk can
He would have
destroy
ripped that man in
Vibranium.
half and called it a day.
Who, Hulk?
Hulk would have ripped Captain America in half.
Okay. I thought you said somebody else. Yeah, okay, yeah.
Wolverine in half. That's why they won't do that shit live.
Oh no. They're not gonna rip Wolverine in half. You can't do that. You can't do that. You can rip Wolverine in half. You'll be fine.
Why wouldn't they do
I'm
it?
saying Wolverine has killed the Hulk before too.
And the Hulk
He was
ripped
made
Wolverine in
to
half.
fight the Hulk.
He grabbed him by his torso and his legs, and he ripped him in half.
With the Animanium.
Yes.
Hey.
You do realize you can split Wolverine easily, right? Like, it's easy to cut off his head.
Yeah, you
Your
can.
adamantium skeleton can't do
That's how you
anything
kill
about
him.
your
Cut his head
vertebrae.
off.
I mean, he can reattach it, but you can't do anything about your vertebrae.
Mm-hmm.
Your vertebrae go all the way down your back.
Yeah.
If you slice in between the vertebrae, you just rip that shit in half.
But he went at the core.
Like, it's a whole famous picture of that shit.
But World Breaker Hulk can can be kicked in the stomach by one kick and be done. Yeah.
Yeah, he can rip Wolverine in half, but he loses the one kick by Batman.
It happened in the comics. That's all I'm saying.
Like, come on.
That's all I'm saying.
What the fuck was Batman on?
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying,
he
bro.
drug tested like hell, man. That nigga.
What's the plan against Darkseid? Run me my ones.
Oh shit, yeah, he ripped that nigga in half for real.
Yeah, I remember this.
Yeah, it's a real comic panel.
Yeah. But y'all still didn't answer the question. Like, what do you think the numbers are going to be for?
Oh, that was the original.
It's gonna be
I say over.
between 134.
It's
I
gonna
said
probably
150.
it's gonna be higher than Cowboys. It's gonna be higher than Cowboys.
Yeah.
Because this is, I seen the real difference between a James Gunn Superman and a Zack Snyder Superman.
That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying.
Hope.
It's gonna be higher.
Mhm.
Yeah. This one actually shows hope.
Well, Henry.
Henry's didn't show hope. Henry's
No. I'm saying Henry Cavill's Superman, the Man of Steel, the movie.
Yeah.
It was never trying to show you hope. Unfortunately, it was a character study, which is what was Zack Snyder's problem. Like I don't mind you doing a character study on Superman, but there's a comic that you can do a character study on Superman called All Star Superman. That's nothing but you knew where I was going when I was saying that. If you want to see the embodiment of Superman, read that comic. That's how you Kingdom Come. Read that comic book run of Kingdom Come.
I just listened to it on YouTube the other day, actually.
Kingdom Come or All Star.
Kingdom Come.
Yeah, that listening when you
I listen to the audio drama, so it's a different voice for each character.
word.
Yeah.
On what you? I'm sorry. What you? I'm
It's the
Send that to me.
old one.
Did they
You can find
got
it
more of
somewhere.
those? Like different ones? Like
Send that to me. So with Kingdom Come, the embodiments of those characters of Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, and Flash, all of them, those are the true definition of the characters. Which is why it's called Kingdom Come. Send that to me. So I love when I can read something and I'm like, this is this character, this is this character, this is this character, and it doesn't feel like an offshoot of them. Like if it's a natural progression, the progression of Bruce is who he becomes in Batman Beyond, which is why people love Batman Beyond so much. Because if you would have looked at Batman the animated series and said this is the successor to it, you're like, yeah, that's what that Batman, that Bruce Wayne would become later on. When you look at
there's more for DC. I mean, there's more for Marvel than there is DC on YouTube, but it is a lot.
when you look at stuff with Old Man Logan. That's Wolverine, Old Man Logan Wolverine is the natural progression of Wolverine. So when
Man got tired.
bro, like, why you don't let your he's talking about Old Man Logan.
He didn't get tired.
Remember at the very beginning of that comic, it was like, yo, how long has it been since you let your claws out? And he's been like, I don't remember.
Oh yeah.
Because he was through with the fighting, and he's like, I'm not. If I can help it, I'm not going to. That's when Hulk and Hulk's children were over the whole world essentially, until they killed his wife and his kids, and then let the claws out. So like. I like comics and movies and stuff that show me the natural progression of this specific character, whoever you're trying to turn them into. So this particular Superman,
Did
Superman,
Cavill sell out opener?
his opening I think did like 105, which was a really good weekend for superhero movies back then. Standalone superhero movies back then.
I think this one's gonna do better.
Yeah, I think so too. It's like Smoke said, it's a lot more colorful. It's a lot more ambitious. I would have preferred Crypto being the big ass golden retriever that he should be. But
what y'all think?
Kaiju, Baby Kaiju, Lex Luthor, the
I love who's
architect,
playing Lex Luthor.
the engineer, and we're gonna get another one. Because Metamorpho is going to be a villain that becomes a hero, because he's gonna be like a villain working for Lex. He won't even really be a villain. He'll be like working for Lex. Oh, it was Ultraman.
Okay.
You talking about in this movie?
I thought it was Hell as well.
Hello.
You coming to
I
that
did
thing
see
too?
a screenshot of it. That's why I brought it up.
And maybe it was Ultraman. Ultraman, I feel like it should be its own movie, but I get it.
The opening weekend box office for Man of Steel was 116 million.
Oh, 16. Okay, I was off.
U.S. and Canada.
I still think it's gonna do better.
116 million.
Yeah.
If that was 116 million, this is definitely doing 124. Between 124 and 136.
I give it in the 130s.
If it's an amazing movie, I get it 150. I think it has the potential to break a
He's
record.
gonna get 150.
Yeah,
I feel like that's stretching.
Crypto is gonna bring a lot of people. Just
Who doesn't love dogs?
Yeah.
A lot of people don't like dogs. I've never.
Fantastic Four might hit 150.
I like
Fantastic Four might.
I don't know about
Say
that.
Fantastic Four might hit 150? No.
Fantastic Four might flop
Yeah.
It's gonna flop.
accidentally.
Why you say that?
Because who fuck wants to see a Fantastic Four? Like really, who wants to see a Fantastic Four movie? Every Fantastic Four movie I've ever created has been basura.
See, now here's my only thing about that. Here's my only thing about it. This is my only thing about that, okay? Because they've got to introduce Doctor Doom. They should go ahead and make this movie just to introduce
so
him.
trash.
Are y'all still gonna see the Fantastic Four movie?
Chris Evans had to be Captain America.
You know what you say?
Are y'all gonna go see the Fantastic Four movie?
Yes, nigga, we have a podcast.
Yeah. Just like I'm going to see Jurassic World, even though I know it sucks.
Oh,
we got
Jurassic World.
Yeah, we got to see.
We must let the people know.
I already said I didn't want to watch Ironheart, but I'm watching it because we got this.
So my question.
Same thing with the whole Megan Thee Stallion.
I feel like y'all should give it a chance.
You gotta watch that. Well, he has to.
You gotta watch it.
He has to.
And you're the resident anime.
I'm not watching. I have to watch it.
He
has to watch it.
He's the resident anime lover. He has to watch that shit. I don't support Megan Thee Stallion. I don't like Megan Thee Stallion. Not because of the Tory Lane shit, just because I don't like her. So yeah, I will not.
I'm not watching it.
Now if I met her, I'm gonna look at that ass.
That's that ass though.
That's a good. I wouldn't touch her. Wouldn't touch her. Wouldn't want a hug. Wouldn't want an autograph.
Congratulations to 50 Cent on Street Fighter.
Congratulations to 50 Cent on getting his being the joke of the day. Because that's ironic you bring him up because he's literally been the joke of the day. Because Nelly is this is completely off subject, but Nelly is doing an interview with Fat Joe and Jada on Joe and Jada or whatever, and Nelly and Ashanti are up there, and he was telling the story about how Ashanti told him to go say something to 50 Cent, and when he was talking to her, he was like, "You want me to go say something?" She was like, "Yeah." He was like, I didn't think she was gonna tell me to say. I didn't think she was gonna say yeah. He's like, now I gotta walk over there. It was like, that's a New York woman for you. He's like, now I gotta walk over there. He's like, so she can't see me, but I'm walking towards 5 like. Yeah. And then, so he get to him, but he was like, man, Ashanti wants you to apologize to her, bro. And he was like, hey, yo, Ashanti, I'm sorry. Like, it's so funny, bro. It is. And then 50 just reposted it. That's what I saw on my phone. He just reposted it like, there's no cap in this. That really happened. That shit is funny. But nah, I like that. 50 Cent as Balrog, I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
Apparently, Andrew Schultz, and I love Andrew Schultz.
Yeah, Andrew Schultz.
He's supposed to be dang, I'm blanking on his name, but like Han something. The dude, the American. I gotta put it up my phone.
Ken?
Not Ken. They would never.
Not Ryu.
Not Ryu neither. They wouldn't do that.
Andrew Schultz is in Street Fighter.
He's in Street Fighter as one of the fighters.
Yeah,
he was casted.
He was casted.
I don't believe you.
You can go to his.
I don't fucking believe you.
He doesn't want to look it up. He's
Andrew
scared.
Schultz as Street Fighter is hilarious.
Yeah, he got to get bulked up.
That better not be Vegas.
Yeah, he's in the cast. He'll be Dan.
That's right. Thank you.
He's gonna be Dan.
I guarantee you he got that role because of 50.
Probably.
Because him and 50 locked in, bro. 50 loves him and he loved 50. This movie gonna be good.
Yeah.
I feel like it's gonna be good. It's gonna be funny as hell.
Speaking of people who are playing in movies,
I don't know how I like that. I don't know how I feel about that. Andrew Schultz as Dan Hibiki.
so we are aware
I
that
like that.
Florence Pugh is no longer going to be able to possibly even take the position of playing Princess Zelda in the Zelda movie.
Why?
Because she's now Yelena.
Yeah,
She got
her schedules. She's got to do a lot more movies, and she's got too tight a schedule. So now they've had to branch out to look for other people to possibly play her. And they've actually interviewed one person. I know I was disappointed too, but they've actually branched out to a bunch of other people. They have quite a few people in their top runnings, and one of the people.
Please don't. choose the one person I know they're gonna fucking choose.
The one person that I want them to pick.
Oh, that's what I was thinking.
They're not gonna choose Sydney.
Yes, they are.
They're not gonna.
Black
No,
Cat.
they're not gonna pick her. She's not in the running.
She's Black Cat. They're not going.
Black Cat
Are you
can be.
sure about that?
She's not in the running.
Black Cat can only.
And they're not even choosing.
Black Cat can be. She could be only because.
So they must be gonna happen.
Let me
So
rephrase.
Sony's dropping a Spider-Man movie.
Get it? Yeah, they're gonna do the Spider-Man movie.
No, they're gonna do the next one. The next one. Brandon
So,
Day.
yeah, the next trilogy is still Tom.
The thing
So
about
it's
it too
another
is
Sony and DC conjunction. I mean, Sony and Disney conjunction.
Yes.
Yeah.
they're also not.
That's why Brand New Day is.
Because when you go back and watch
Spider-Man
all
and
the
Hulk.
movies, they're fucking trash.
That's why Spider-Man and Hulk are gonna be in the next one.
Hulk might not be in it anymore.
Oh well, the next trilogy is
Well,
supposed to be. Yeah, the next because they probably came up with something else for
That's why
Hulk.
they said Punisher gonna be in it.
Yeah, so the next batch is gonna be.
I'd rather have the Hulk than Punisher.
But
I'd rather have Punisher.
but Tom signed a
Or
5
more
or 6
ground
picture
level
deal.
story.
So you rather have who?
The moment you bring in the Hulk, you automatically
Punisher.
elevate the levels.
Yeah.
Automatically.
I would prefer.
Because unless you have Spider-Man fight Hulk,
I thought that's what it was supposed to be.
Listen, I've already said this. I want to see Spider-Man with the people that he normally
I do
ran
want to
with.
see Spider-Man fight Hulk though.
Yeah, I want to see Spider-Man with the people he normally ran with in the comics.
And Spider-Man gotta stop him.
He does not.
The people that he normally ran with in the comics, that's what I want to see Spider-Man with. I want to see him with Punisher. I want to see him with Daredevil. And I want to see him with
They're not
Deadpool.
gonna put Daredevil in the movie, otherwise they're gonna say it's gonna completely take away from the Spider-Man element, and they're gonna basically say it's another Daredevil movie because Daredevil has a popular TV show out right now.
He's already
Yeah.
been.
And I want to see him with Deadpool.
No, Daredevil has not been in Spider-Man. Matt
Not
Murdock
with the
has
suit.
been in
Matt
Spider-Man.
Murdock has, yes, but not Daredevil.
Nope.
Gonna get back to my point. So there are a few top running people right now. The one of my picking is what was her name?
It's the y'all seen Wednesday?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Wednesday's roommate. That's one of the
No.
people they're considering.
No.
You have not seen her in the outfit.
No.
You have not seen her in the outfit, and
No.
you also she's a fantastic
No.
actress.
She
She's a
is,
fantastic
but no.
actress.
She is,
Yes.
but no.
Why do you
yes.
say no?
Yes. Why do you say no?
No.
Why do you say no?
Because she's too. What's the word I'm looking for? Bubbly.
She can change that. She can play the character she needs to. That character was bubbly.
Face looks bubbly.
That doesn't make any sense because
That's
if you look at
some
Princess
people-
Zelda
some
from
people just
actual
look jolly.
Tears of the Kingdom
Some people just
or
look jolly.
even Breath of the Wild, it's the same kind of face.
Now I
No,
gotta,
it's not.
now I gotta
No,
switch.
No, we gonna have
Hold
to
up,
fight.
time out,
Hold
time
on, wait,
out,
wait,
time
wait,
out.
wait.
She can be
It's the
fine.
exact
No,
same
it's
face.
not.
It's the exact same face. You
Take
can
a
put
minute,
the
take a
costume
minute.
on her.
Needs to be
It's the
fine,
exact
not
same
jolly.
face.
Zelda needs to be fine, not jolly.
Before you go, and before you go,
she was
just
in
hit,
my-
before y'all go. Hold up, before y'all say
She's
anything.
both.
Before y'all say anything, you said from Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild, but you still got Ocarina of Time, you still got Majora's Mask, and they're gonna go try to appeal. Unfortunately, they're gonna try to appeal to the most Zelda fans they can. And as good as Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild was, most people are like, do the older movies.
No, we understand that. Because my thing about it is what they want to do.
So as good as of an actress she might be, and I'm not saying she shouldn't do it. Pick the best one.
I feel
But
like she
also-
should do it just
also,
because of the fact that
Zelda
even though
needs to be
she
attractive.
she's attractive. What are you talking about?
Whoever the baddest bitch on the planet who can act.
She's
what I'm
actually
saying.
attractive. That's the crazy thing about it.
I didn't say she
Because
wasn't
the thing
attractive.
about it is she can actually play several different roles. Sure, her face might be quote unquote bubbly, but guess what? Zelda is supposed to be young anyways. The oldest she gets is like 17.
Yeah, but this is a movie franchise.
Understandable.
So they're
now
gonna
that's
probably-
another
they're
thing is that
gonna probably
Miyamoto
age it.
is looking at casting somebody who is going to be able to, and Miyamoto's doing this. He's looking at somebody who's going to be able to cast for every single Zelda movie. So that means that when they do, say for example, Link's Awakening,
It's gonna be different people.
no, it's all going to be the same person.
Okay.
It's going to be all the same person. It's just going to be different incarnations because of the storyline.
Yeah.
The way the story needs to be going. I feel like Emma would be a perfect fit for that. Only because I know she's great at she's great at the story. Plus, she looks amazing in a costume.
Now see, I don't want.
And plus,
I don't
also,
want
Wes
that.
Ball already
If you gonna
loved
use-
her
if you
audition.
gonna use somebody from that show, give me this person. This the girl I want. Just give her blonde hair.
I need more angles. I need more angles. Because you already know me.
Does her body matches Zelda?
It's not about the body. It's not about the body. It's about everything involving the person.
My thing is when Zelda gives a fierce look, I want it to be like, I want to feel like scolded by a woman. I don't want to feel, oh, you so fucking fine and pretty.
Here's my thing.
The other girl gonna give me, oh, you so fucking fine and pretty. I can't even imagine you being mad because you're so bubbly.
But that's the thing about it. If they were gonna do a Tears of the Kingdom Breath of the Wild, because we still don't know what movie they're gonna do yet. I have heard rumors about them attempting to do a Breath of the Wild, or Ocarina of Time movie, but we don't know yet. We're still up in the air. We don't know how they're gonna do it yet. So, given that fact, we can actually still have Emma, and we can alternate her appearance and everything. Now, I understand she's, like, for example, in the Minecraft movie, nobody was fucking trying when they made that movie. So that's not even a comparison to go off of. Her best performance was in Wednesday. But who's to say that she can't do a little bit of, animation, makeup, and stuff like that, and make her face look better for the position, for the role? If that's what they had to do.
A hard casting regardless, and that's why.
That's my thought.
And that's why I said it should have been animated.
Again, I agree with you. It should have been animated the whole time.
Do they even have a link yet?
They've come across a couple. No, they haven't actually fully casted him yet. As a matter of fact, I was reading an article today that was actually published this month.
The kid that we seen.
So it's not gonna be Hunter.
I don't even know who you said.
No, she's playing Mystique.
She's playing Mystique now.
Mystique?
Yeah. Hunter Schaffner is going to be playing Mystique now. She said she actually wants to play Mystique.
She's going to be playing Mystique now. Yeah.
But
she's cute, but no.
That's not a she. Anyway.
I was about to say that.
Yeah.
But
that's not a she?
No, that's a boy.
She's trans. She's trans.
Handsome young boy.
Pretty young boy, you mean?
Yeah, pretty young boy.
Yeah, so as far as Link is concerned,
she would have been perfect for Zelda.
Damn.
So
I was just looking at the picture, like, I guess this works, because it was for the Zelda picture. I was like, I guess this.
I mean, I saw that too. Like, yeah, exactly. That's like what we were saying before. That particular Zelda, Hunter Schaffner, if she was gonna play Zelda, she would have to be able to play a Tears of the Kingdom Zelda as well.
I want a big-breasted woman.
She's gonna be playing.
I want to be able to look at that blue body.
I'm not mad at it.
Feel no type of way.
I'm not mad.
She's gonna play about a trans. You know what? I'm not. As much as I don't like it, I that makes a lot of fucking sense.
That's what I told him. Is that it makes sense.
I think that makes sense because bitch, you everything apparently. So,
right. You're everything and anything possible. Yeah. Like you can be anything. It doesn't matter.
That makes sense.
But as far as like Schaffner, if she was gonna play Zelda, it would go down to the same. It would be down. Whatever. It goes down to the same. It goes to the same argument that I was trying to make before with Emma. She would have to be able to take the same role throughout every single Zelda film that they make.
Do you think that they can make Emma look like she?
Even though that works, I'm really mad about this Mystique.
Yes, they could.
Her not look like
I'm really mad about this Mystique thing. Not because it's being played by a trans, but because I only wanted the person to have really nice titties. Like I was banking on that. Like
that's understandable.
Mystique in the comics, like bro, where do you think Rogue get it from? Like come on, man.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah, as far as the casting, like I was reading an article today that was posted this month about the casting for Link, and Link is not yet chosen. They've got like 5 or 6 different people possible, and I saw one Asian dude. I forgot what his name was, but he looked like he would really pull that role off very well.
Of who?
Link, playing Link.
Okay. Oh, they still haven't announced, but I thought they already picked that guy.
That's what I said.
No, they haven't picked this guy yet.
I thought they already picked it.
They haven't picked him yet, but but the guy that you're talking about is in the top running.
He's in the top. Okay.
Because this article was published on the 17th of this month, so that was not long ago.
Yeah, that's really
so, given that fact,
how many do they have?
This is old.
It's like 5. It's like 5.
This is super old.
What's old?
They had they got an old Legend of Zelda thing. It was like Andrew Garfield is Link.
Yeah, no, that's bullshit. That's bullshit. I don't pay attention to that. There's some of it that actually makes sense and actually works, but some of them just no.
Is Emma Watson and Zelda?
No, absolutely not. Don't come anywhere close to it.
Acting wise,
Don't come anywhere near close to it. Because no.
Okay, let me ask you a question.
For an actress, that fucking works.
Let me ask you a question. Do you care more about Zelda's appearance or her acting?
I care more about.
Because it sounds like appearance.
The appearance.
It is the appearance. I'm not gonna fucking lie to you because Zelda's appearance is very, very vital to everything. Now I understand. Now let me say this. Yeah. She doesn't have to be spot on, but for me, Zelda does have to be, as he was saying, beautiful, but also she has to be like mature-ish in an appearance. Mm-hmm. I don't see that in Emma.
Have you seen anything else besides Harry Potter?
Yes.
With her in it?
Yes. I don't really care for her acting. That's just me personally. I mean, she's not a bad actress. I'm gonna just say that. She's not a bad actress. But again, too, I would rather have somebody new who hasn't made a name for themselves or a character for themselves yet. She's Hermione. Anytime you see her, she's Hermione. It doesn't matter what movie she's in, she's Hermione.
To you.
To anybody.
No,
not to you because she did.
Okay, then to me. Okay, but either way, the statement still stands. She does not need to play Zelda.
She was still Belle. She did a good job as Belle.
Yep.
That's not Belle. That's still Hermione playing as Belle in a big old movie with a beast.
To you.
Because it's Harry Potter. So that's where she came from. So you look at that's where I know she came from. The point is that I want her to be somebody who is in media. Yes, I want that person to be somebody who is not yet popular, famous, or even has a name for themselves. I want this person to be somebody who is new. I want this somebody to be somebody who has not yet made a name for themselves.
That's stupid.
Because that's something that's going to make bombs out of everything.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
It's not even going to sell the movie.
Yes, it will.
No,
you know why? I'm not saying that I'm not saying somebody who has absolutely no experience. What I'm saying is somebody who has some kind of experience. Somebody who's been in something that has some way of having a name for themselves, but at the same time has not yet made it there yet. And this could be their breakout role. That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Listen.
I'm saying that this is an opportunity for them to have a breakout role. I'm not saying somebody brand new straight off the streets.
I disagree with you.
I appreciate the passion.
I really do. But I'm not saying I disagree. But let me put you on this. Because you make a similar point to that he's made several times. He wants people who are younger so they can be these characters for 20, 30 years, right? My issue with what you saying that it shouldn't be certain people, you want somebody like brand new, is that could be extremely hidden.
No, not brand.
Hold on, I'm saying you said somebody who like have a breakout role or whatever. Anything to anybody can be a breakout role. You feel me? Because like for instance, a lot of people look at Michael B. Jordan as still the dude who was in
But see, that's my point though. Hold on. Because the thing about it is, Emma Watson is already had the breakout.
Listen.
Let me. As a dude from No Remorse.
Let me say it. He said No Remorse. He said Fruitvale Station. But it's something before that. It's something before that. You're talking about Chronicle. It's something before that he was in that was majorly popular. That had. No. I'm trying to remember. It was a TV show.
The Wire.
Thank you. He was in the Wire.
Hardball. He was in the Wire.
He was in the Wire for 3 seasons. He was in the Wire for like 3.
That actually I thought was gonna hurt his career when he was.
In Hardball.
No, he was in Fantastic Four.
No, because he wasn't the issue. But and a lot of them actors weren't the issue.
He was so much not the issue that they killed him.
Yeah. So when you look at
subject him to this horrible ass movie.
when you look at all of them, right? When you look at what's the name him being in The Wire, a lot of people
even jacking off the
No, I don't.
even
I don't do that jacking shit. Y'all do that jacking shit. That shit nasty.
Even with him being looked at as Buddy from The Wire, right? His quote unquote breakout role to a lot of people is not what he was in The Wire, even though he was in it for 3-4 years. It was Fruitvale Station. But to some people, it's not Fruitvale Station. It's Apollo Creed in Creed. And to some people, it's not that. It's
Matter of fact, that's the thing about it.
Killmonger,
All the characters have not yet been picked, but they have their top 5 runnings or something like that.
So then they're picked.
They're not picked, but they're just basically in like.
No, I'm saying if they have top 5, more than likely they know who they want. They're just trying to see can schedules work, and if it can't, one of the other 4 of you is who we got. That's normally how that goes.
Okay. The top for Ganondorf.
But what about Dakota
We don't know yet.
Fanning?
We haven't heard anything about Ganondorf's casting yet.
Y'all remember Dakota Fanning?
Yes, I
What about
remember.
her?
Oh, Dakota
Her
Fanning's
sister,
sister is also in the running as well.
That's fine.
All right.
I don't. So
Who was that?
I won't mind even her playing it, just not
Oh,
Emma
yes.
Watson. Is basically what I'm talking
This girl
about.
right here. I can't remember her name.
I wouldn't mind her playing, just not Emma Watson, because Emma Watson has already had her
Anna
breakout
Taylor-Joy.
roles. Who?
Anna Taylor-Joy.
Yeah. Mhm.
again, I don't
like
see.
That's not a bad choice. is
I
it?
don't see no. I don't see no issue with there being somebody who's already established. I get what you're saying. I don't see no issue with somebody who's already been established because at least you know what you're getting. And then not only do you get the fans of the franchise itself, but then you get those people fans who you can introduce to the franchise.
And I'm not saying that that's
You gonna
wrong.
really say
I'm not saying that that's
you
wrong.
Just gave up on Ironheart after 2 episodes.
I didn't say I gave up on it. I'm gonna finish watching
You
it.
gonna say that?
I like
I'm
that.
just-
That's somebody who's breaking out.
Her?
Yes.
She not good. And it could be.
Most of them aren't.
It could.
My only biggest
Then you
conundrum
need to
is
get
for
somebody
Link.
established who knows how to
You don't
fucking
like
act.
Timothée Chalamet as Link?
I did not. I've said this since day
Oh, he
one.
said it. He
I
said
don't
that
want
day
him.
one he do not want Timothy.
I do not want Timothy anywhere near this.
as
I don't
Link.
like
Because he's
Timothy
trying
as
too
Harry
hard.
Osborn.
He's trying way too hard to be in media.
We
or
agree.
in any movie.
Well,
he's
no,
doing
I actually like
something
this
to.
area.
No, that's what you do when you popular. You hop
He's-
in on everything.
He's trying.
supposed to do.
No, he's trying too hard. Is what I'm saying.
He ain't
He's
trying.
trying too hard. He's trying too hard.
They're throwing
'Cause how many things has he been trying to actually perform for? Like this man is
Everything that
because
he's
the thing
done,
about it is
he's
he's
been
been actually
outstanding.
filling up his schedule way too
What
much.
do you mean try to act for?
Because
What do you mean? Like
everything he's
he's
been
only
in-
signed on to do certain shit, and everything he's done has been pretty
said
much
Doom.
good.
I just don't
Dude
like.
is a
I
fucking
just
hit.
don't like him. That's the point. It's not
Oh,
his
so you
acting.
hate him.
It's him I don't like.
What he do to you?
Interesting.
Cause he been great in everything I seen him in.
No, I'm saying he can be a great actor all day long. It's just
So he might be the perfect Link.
he might be the perfect Link. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
But I don't personally want him to play Link. I want him far away from Legend of Zelda. What's
I
that?
mean, Gene,
I said
Gene
the
was
only
best,
thing-
but after that, Willie.
Yeah, Johnny Depp was the best Willy Wonka. But,
I'm saying, right?
I didn't like Timothy.
No. Gene was the best.
Johnny Depp. I'm sorry. It's
You
Johnny.
finna get something thrown at your head.
You mean the very first one?
Yeah, Gene.
Yes,
Gene
that
was
one's the GOAT.
Gene
Now
was
I
the
understand
best.
where he's coming
I'll
from.
tell you exactly what makes Gene the best. The walk up at the very beginning. When he walks out and greets them and does the little fall roll
Like the
thing.
very first one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, I give you
That's the GOAT. That is the GOAT Willy Wonka.
Yeah.
That is Willy Wonka.
I like Johnny better.
Johnny is
But,
better,
yes,
in my
you're right,
opinion.
but I like
But
Johnny.
Yeah,
that's the
but
GOAT.
even him
I
in
said he
the
was right, but I like.
no, I'm saying even Timothy in his version of Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, it wasn't a bad
I
movie.
didn't see
Yeah,
it.
the movie was just weird.
Yeah, it was just weird.
I didn't see it, so I don't know. I seen him in Doom.
Yeah,
I
So
seen
would
him
you
in,
rather see Timothée Chalamet as Nightwing?
Yes.
I love
Yes.
Yes.
I can do that.
Yes.
love that.
1000% yes.
I can do that.
I
Yes.
would love that.
Yeah.
That would be
Well,
fine.
have
That
y'all
would be
seen?
fine.
It's a
I want
movie.
Dylan O'Brien as Nightwing.
It's a movie with him.
I do Timothy Chalamet.
It's a movie with Timothy.
Give me Dylan as Nightwing.
I do
You have
Dylan
to
O'Brien
give
as
me-
Nightwing.
I'm cool with that too.
If you do Dylan as Nightwing, you have to give me Timothy as
Tim.
no, fuck
Jason.
Jason.
Okay.
You have to give me Timothy as Jason. Tim can be anybody else. I don't give a fuck. Tim just gotta be gay and smart. That's it.
What the fuck?
No, he's gay now.
Tim is gay.
Oh, really?
That's-
They
Okay.
made him gay. He's been gay for like what 2 years now.
Yeah, about 2-3 years. Yeah. Tim is gay.
That's
Okay.
crazy. Okay.
Yeah, I did not like that at all.
Like Tim is so gay that the running joke is whenever Superboy's around, Tim like has a full-on fanboy moment. Like Tim wants to fuck Superboy.
And it was never like they were best friends,
Dad.
and they were
Which
best
Robin-
friends.
Which
They
Robin was
turned
that
him.
in the Batman Beyond movie? Which Robin was that in the Batman Beyond
Tim.
movie? That was Tim?
That was Tim.
That man had a whole wife.
Yeah, they changed it in the past 3 years.
That's crazy.
Damn.
Damn, he was crush on Superboy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Well, you know they gotta make everything gay now, so.
They're not doing that to my story. I refuse.
I said the same shit.
Oh, they won't be touching my story.
Once they
today.
find
Fuck
him in the
no.
status shop movie, they better
You
not.
know, because you know they coming. Oh,
You know
somebody has
they
to
gonna make his best friend, the white dude. They gonna make
Richie?
him gay. Yeah, they gonna make Richie gay.
They better not.
They are telling you, might as well get ready, homie.
That's what made Buzz Lightyear flop. The gay
Give me a second. Tell Mike. Y'all good. Y'all keep going.
That's wow.
I didn't think.
But yes,
Anyway.
as I was saying, so far we don't have anybody else that they've shown us for Ganondorf. They've only shown Zelda and Link as far as the castings are concerned. That's all I'm trying to say at this point. But we have our top 5 runnings, and yes, I would prefer to have Emma play Zelda, and yes, I know not Emma Watson, the other Zelda, the other Emma. I forgot her name.
So
Emma Myers.
Myers, that's her name. That's her name, Myers.
No.
But I wouldn't mind. But I wouldn't mind having, let's say, Anne play it. You know,
Anna Taylor-Joy.
yes, Anna Taylor-Joy. I wouldn't mind her playing Zelda. That would be fine. I would be okay with that. I could completely accept that.
I still, and I could be wrong, I just still feel like you care more about what she looks like versus how she acts.
Did I not just admit that was the case?
Yeah, I know. I'm just.
But the thing about it is, the appearance needs to be more spot on just because it's Princess Zelda, and that is the icon of all of the Legend of
I
Zelda.
just think you need to look good as a princess.
There you go.
No, I'm saying like appearance does matter. Yes, I'm not saying it doesn't.
But that's for me. But again, I am a hardcore critical fan of The Legend of Zelda, so that is going to be an expectation of mine, even if it's unrealistic, and I can accept that. And I can also accept if it doesn't even match up to my expectations. I can accept that too, because I know whatever they're gonna do. Because we have Wes Ball, who's a major fan of the game itself, and we have Miyamoto, who's also casting. We have both of them in casting.
What other game would you like to see turn live action? Because I know which one I want to see.
Another game?
Yeah.
Oh, let me
It's only
think.
one, well, not one. It's 2 games. It's 2 games I want live action.
So you got a rep.
I have to think about that one. I'm not sure. You go ahead.
I want.
Big Smoke just asked which game that I would prefer to have turn into a live action. Besides The Legend of Zelda, I'm trying to
Make
think
sure
about
you
it.
keep them close to you, nigga.
Whatever.
Or is them mine?
They were sitting on the
Oh yeah, them mine.
Yeah.
Well, see, that's why I said that, because I don't need nobody coming up with my headphone. You know what I mean? They be sliding in my pocket. But no, I need a Star Fox live action.
Ooh, that would be
yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
That would be
With the
nice.
same people that made
Do a barrel roll.
the team. I need the team that made Guardians of the Galaxy because of
Yeah.
the animation.
Yeah.
of
Yeah,
Star Fox.
I can see why, because of
and I
Rocket
need Metroid.
Metroid.
I need live action Metroid.
That would be fantastic. That would be fantastic.
Fantastic.
Oh damn.
I just don't know who I want
My
to
age
play.
showing. What's the
Samsung.
short again?
That would be my only question, is who would I want to have play Samus on that one?
I've been trying to think about that for a minute, because I mean, you don't have to. The face doesn't matter, but I need you to be able to act. I need you to act real well through a suit.
Yeah.
Like, and that's my thing. I need your body to give off.
I need you to perform as...
Alright, y'all good.
From 7 to 10, basically.
Damn, it's about to 7.
I just heard it. I just heard that thunder. That's why I said. That's why I looked it up. Sorry, y'all. We had a little technical difficulty. We
Camera went out.
We are in the process of.
researching the new Lara Croft.
We are in the process of.
Now let's don't ride with us.
discussing the new video games that we would like to see in live action. In the process of discussing
Tekken.
Metroid and Samus, we were going to what?
Let me see.
What is this?
Come here,
Hold
because I'm a huge Lara Croft fan. Let me see.
Sophie time.
Ah!
That's right, I forgot.
What?
Like,
No, bro. No.
Hold on.
because no, when he told me this before,
That's what it says,
No.
bro.
I was thinking to myself,
The girl that played Phoenix.
Get this fucking phone. Get this fucking phone away. Are you fucking no?
Thank you, bro.
That's
No.
what I was saying.
No.
Yeah, that's the new-
No.
That's what I'm fucking saying.
Keep the last chick. Fuck this shit. But
That's what I
no.
told him. They should've
No.
kept the last
They should've just kept the last
No.
girl.
You want to know my beef with the girl who plays Phoenix? I'm gonna tell you. This is what pisses me off with people who are naturally gifted. She's an outstanding actress.
Fantastic.
But she's been phoning in all of her movies recently.
Bro.
And she's been terrible in most of them for the past 4 to 5 years. I don't want her in nothing that I like.
To me, it's just like it's like she's not showing enough emotion.
It's like she just quit.
Yeah, it's like.
Then stop doing the movies.
Her face is always dead anyways in the movies, so it's just
but she's no. Watch her.
That was good for Game of Thrones.
Right.
Perfect for Game of Thrones.
Watch her in everything that she did before she was Phoenix and before she was Jean Grey.
That's what I'm saying. Like in Game of Thrones, she was perfect. That was the perfect casting for that character.
I just can't, bro. I just can't. I'm done.
Yeah,
I did not fuck with that when they said that shit.
And she could kill it, but right now I'm not happy about that.
Joe Jonas, that one.
She married Joe Jonas.
Mm-hmm. I heard about that. Yeah.
Congratulations.
She got like really shredded and ripped before Tomb Raider too.
Yeah, titties get bigger?
No, they don't get bigger when you work out.
No,
Laura, they actually get smaller.
I know. I'm just hoping. I'm just throwing shit out.
Because at least then maybe it would have. Maybe then it would have been something, right?
If they was gonna do all of that, why not just give me Karen Gillian, however you say her name. The girl that played Nebula, she was also in Japan.
Yeah. I would have see you on everything you finna have. I'm finna say this. I would prefer Sydney Sweeney.
I was about to fucking say.
That's Laura Croft.
As Laura Croft.
No way. Yeah.
Between her and Sophie,
literally.
Bro, if I'm not gonna get the perfect casting, at least give me the big titties.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you. Thank you.
He hit you with the boy.
Am I lying?
She got the big titties.
At least give me the big titties.
Because Angelina Jolie had the big titties.
Thank you. But Angelina Jolie was also perfect for her.
I love them movies. I love them movies.
Angelina killed the original Laura Croft.
She had the big titties and she had the big lips. I'm just saying, I listen. You don't always have to look like the character, but and listen, you could get a Laura Croft that don't have all of those dimensions and shit, but at the end of the day, she got to be an outstanding actress. Yeah, I like
The Last Girl.
I didn't think the movie was bad.
The movie was okay, good. I liked it.
It could have been better, but it was good for what they was trying to do.
Right. I don't know why they recast her. I don't.
Because it didn't sell well. That's why. And they think that she's the issue instead of the fucking script.
It wasn't her.
The people who wrote the script were the fucking problem.
It wasn't her.
No. The script actually, when you really like just watch it, the script is not the issue. It is the production itself. And you could tell they was trying to cut corners because some of the CGI wasn't perfect. Yeah, they shouldn't have had like the ghosts and shit that was in there. Even though that is a Laura Croft kind of thing that happens.
Well, but she did get shredded for that shit.
But there's things that you can do that they could have like did with the movie. Like in my opinion,
I just don't see her as Laura Croft.
Yeah, in my opinion, it's like 15 minutes of that movie they could have cut out. That would have made it the perfect Tomb Raider movie. I don't like this casting, but I hope it works out. I hope this is like when people first heard that what's the name was gonna be Wonder Woman and she killed all that shit in the first when they first found out that Gal Gadot was a Wonder Woman, and then the first
Wonder Woman.
I loved her as Wonder Woman.
Did you?
Yeah, I thought the first Wonder Woman was dope as hell.
Movie.
And I thought her in
I thought her opening scene in Batman vs Superman was good.
Same, and I thought she was one of the saving grace in Justice League when they first brought it out.
I feel like she was there.
She was just there.
That's fine too. But
if they had got somebody who was just as pretty as y'all got it, but that can act, it'd been 1,000 times better.
I don't disagree, but I thought she did a fine job.
She did fine.
And I thought she was the best part of the fucking.
She did fine.
No, I said I thought she was the best part of this last. What was it called? Snow White.
In her standalone movies.
Have you seen Snow White?
I've never even had my yawn cut off before.
Have you seen the new Snow White?
No, I will never see that movie.
No, I'm not.
That movie can go ahead and burn in hell.
We have a pod. That's why I'm
that
asking.
Shit has an 8%. Rotten Tomatoes gave that shit an 8%.
I know. Gal Gadot was one of the saving graces of that movie to me, and the movie was.
I mean, probably.
That's the reason they got an 8.
Yeah.
Because the girl who played Snow White, she was awful.
Rachel.
Yeah.
I remember her first name.
Was awful.
I don't remember her last name.
Zegler.
That was the name.
Yeah, she.
That name should be banned from everything just because how bad the movie was because of her.
But she was.
I don't hear about that bullshit.
He was black. He is.
I know. He's
black.
You gotta make everything gay though.
That's crazy.
Now I guess they're gonna have him. This part died. So project your voices because this died. But
I am not watching the new Harry Potter. because Daniel Radcliffe's Harry Potter, Emma Watson is Hermione, Rupert Grint is Ron. I don't care what y'all
You have to let go of certain things that some.
I'm not interested.
If Adam Driver would have been Snape, I'd have been fine.
I'm not interested because the story ended after Harry didn't see Voldemort. It didn't need to continue.
Because didn't he have a crush on Harry's mom?
Yes, that was the whole reason that he was so loyal to Harry.
You're making Snape gay, bro. That's the problem. I don't care if you.
All they have to do
all they gonna do is make it, instead of being in love with his mom, they're gonna make him be in love with his dad and probably make his dad bi. That's probably what they're gonna do.
That's some wild work. No, that is some wild work.
But that's probably what they're gonna do. You can look at me like that, but what part of that sentence
that hurt my
isn't true?
That irritated my son.
I agree, but when they first announced it, and I said the guy playing him,
you fucking mother.
Yeah.
When they first was announced, and I said I do not like that they're making him, that they're making Snape black. He was like, "What's wrong with that?" In the fucking book, he is described as a pale white man.
What I said, right?
He's a white man.
You heard what I said,
described like that in the book.
Yes, he is. Look it up right now.
Described in the book.
Yes, he was described. He is a description of Snape in the book.
You heard what I said. If Adam Driver was Snape,
I would love him as
I'd
that.
been fine.
I
thought that's what they was gonna get.
The dude who was in the first one, Sorcerer's Stone, like he kind of like did his own like makeup, well not his own makeup, but he kind of gave himself that long hair, and he said, no, I don't think he would wear the clothes of humans because he look at them as mongrels. I like when actors know who the fuck their characters are. So like if you
he is a tall, lanky, half-blood wizard with greasy black hair and a hooked nose and sallow skin.
Does that sound like a black man?
Sandal skin.
I'm about to look up sallow.
Sallow.
It said greasy.
I said sallow.
What color is sallow?
Sallow.
Black people can have greasy black hair. I'm not gonna have you say it. So
a complexion that appears pale, yellowish, or dull, lacking in natural vibrancy and radiance. Now, in saying that, a black person can look pale and not be ashy. You could just sit in the house or be in the dark all the fucking time. They not once said this motherfucker was white.
Nigga, if it says pale, that is normally put to who? White people.
Somebody who's in the cold or in the house or out of the sun.
So you're gonna do anything to try to be contrived, right?
I know black people.
You would say a light skinned black person, right?
No, I would just say pale black person.
Fine, cool, fine. Yo, why the fuck is he dark as shit?
Bruh, it also says complexion that appears pale, yellowish, or dull. A black person can look dull if they don't go in the sun forever. Snape was a fucking brooding nigga. Just go in there.
So that dark.
He's dark.
But he's dark skinned. We know that's fine. You can be dark skinned and pale.
You can be dark skinned and yellowish.
Have y'all never seen pale black people? You've never seen a pale black person? No, pale.
You mean like
pale don't mean light skin. Pale means devoid of color. And what I mean by that is you get like just a lack of skill. Like you can be lotion, you can have lotion on and just not be as vibrant. Your skin could not be as shiny. Like that's all that means. There have been mornings where I have been in the house for like 2 or 3 days in a row and be like, damn, I look kind of pale in comparison to my normal color.
Yeah.
It just means you stuck in the house, or you're in the dark, or you've been brooding in a fucking cave somewhere, like Professor Snape does. And all you gotta do is point his nose just a little bit. It's pale black Jewish niggas that got pointy noses. It's easy, bro. I'm not mad at him being black. I'm not necessarily upset with him being gay. It's just the fact that a quintessential story plot was that he was in love with Harry's mom, and the main fucking quote is after all this time, man, like always. That's such a hard fucking line, and you're gonna defeat the magnitude of that line.
Yeah, it wasn't the casting, like them recasting everyone. They're recasting everyone. It was that they made Snape gay. I didn't care.
For me, it was the fact they continued where it didn't need to continue. After Voldemort was taken care of by Peter, or Harry, excuse me, at the end of that movie, it should have just been that. They didn't need to make anything else.
They're still making the cursed child.
That's what I'm saying. They didn't need to do this. They didn't need to make anything else.
Quick question. Who got a block? Because I was going to put that.
I got one in the car, but I got one.
I got a block in my bag. It's also in the car.
Yeah, that's it. But I need one too. I need both of them shits.
No, I just needed it so I could put the mic on the charger while it's also still plugged in, so we can keep using this. So that's all I needed it for. Okay, this shit is definitely not long enough. This is about as far as it'll go. But yeah. But nah, y'all good. Y'all can keep going. Just have to, like I said, just have to talk louder.
So, do it unless we find out something.
That shit is just like, why make them gay like Smo said?
That was my whole
Main point.
That was my
why
whole
he
reasoning. Why he
I always say this: if you're gonna be okay with certain things being changed about a lot of characters, then they're gonna be like, how far are they gonna let us go? So normally you're like, oh, you're used to him looking like
they
you're used to
Harry.
I'm black and white,
Here's
never
my thing
gray.
about changing
Black
characters.
and white,
As
never
long as
gray.
they do not come out the way that the Sonic did in the Sonic movie before the Sonic movie came out, then I'm okay.
See, look,
Let me hold up before you say anything. This is how I know you didn't research it, because you got played. All of that was marketing. They knew people weren't gonna like the original design.
No, they did not, because they was gonna release it just like that.
No, they weren't.
They were gonna release
Bro,
it
they
just like that.
they redid how he looked in all of the scenes.
They did that because
and
everybody
less-
barked up their ass.
No, when they first put out the trailer, they only had 6 months to. I mean, when they first put out, people started barking at it. They said we're gonna rework it and redo it. They announced it
After everybody bitched
Did you
them
not
out.
hear what I just said? Do you know how long it takes to do CGI, especially
no.
for a movie?
They might make it.
You know
It wasn't that hard.
Right,
It was not that hard.
Yes, it
They
is.
already had the model. All they had to do was change the face.
No, they had to change more.
What I mean by that is like, because I'm thinking about it. Traditionally speaking, who was gay in Harry Potter?
who was gay?
Mm-hmm.
That's one of the girls.
I don't remember it.
Which girl was
I don't remember nobody being gay.
If so, I wasn't paying
Well,
attention.
it wasn't blatant, but
I have to.
Yeah, but I
the
wasn't
one
paying
person that is gay is Dumbledore.
Oh, I did not know that.
Dumbledore is gay.
I did not know that.
So are they gonna make Snape in love with Dumbledore now?
Yeah. Wow.
But then he.
He
But
was
would
in Kelly
technically,
Love.
Harry.
not even just that, he would technically have to go against Harry because Dumbledore. The whole time you thought Dumbledore was helping Harry, he wasn't. Because when Dumbledore dies is because he was about to try to kill Harry and Snape killed him. Half-Blood Prince.
Because Snape is that.
Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? How you gonna fucking do it?
Snape is that Half-Blood Prince.
Apparently, Half-Blood Prince and Princess.
Yeah.
Mildly bothering me.
I understand, because I like Harry Potter too. But
It don't really bother. It don't really mess up. It just messes with that part of the story, bro. Like that's my favorite scene of the whole
let's say
Harry
get
Potter.
somebody else to kill Dumbledore.
When he say after all this time, and the motherfucker be like always. That's my favorite line in Harry Potter.
Oh yeah.
That's my favorite fucking line.
Oh,
and it just
please.
defeats the entire thing, bro. Because I love Alan Rickman as an actor.
Oh, he
Oh, he's
killed
a-
He was great. He was fantastic.
He was
Kate
Hans
flapping hard.
Hell yeah.
I got a Hans Gruber Funko Pop, bro.
Now that motherfucker actually looked like
It's
a
one of my favorite
threat.
villains of all time.
For real.
It's one of the
Snape
best
is
ones of all time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like who was quintessentially evil, not some noble ass reason. He just happened to become.
But if you think about it, though, he is right. Dumbledore was gay. Like, really think.
No, I'm saying I'm gonna have to rewatch it. But I'm not
I'm just
saying.
saying-
I'm not saying.
You
bro, I
really
have to
would.
rewatch
I
it.
needed one example.
They said it. Not in. I don't remember if they said it in the movie, but Dumbledore was gay. I remember back when they was making the movie, they were talking about Dumbledore.
I don't think they said it in the movie, but it may have been in the book.
I'm sure it was.
So-
I mean, Hermione getting our word was in the book, and they didn't put that in the movie.
Well,
So
Well, if that's the case, then yeah, then I'm guessing it was that he was gay in the book and not in the movie.
nah, I'm. Again, we have a pod, so we gotta watch it. So we're gonna watch it. We got no choice. But it's my issue with all of it is like if you don't need to redo Harry Potter first off.
No, why not? Why not create it for a newer generation? I think they should wait another 20 years, but why not?
don't rewrite the story. But yeah, you can remake it for the next generation. Just don't rewrite the story.
They're not gonna sit here and rewrite Star Wars. So why rewrite that?
They have rewrote Star
They
Wars.
rewritten Star
I
Wars.
mean, like,
They rewrote that shit a bunch of times.
but I mean, go with the original
Because
story.
Ray is not a canon. Ray is not a canon character. Anyways, continue.
And then the Outlaw too. That
Okay, like they're not gonna
that
take
was a canon
episode
story.
one.
Technically,
don't give me no fucking tip.
Ray is the Skywalker.
Ray,
How so?
yeah, she is a Skywalker.
She's technically
She's
a
technically a
Skywalker.
Skywalker.
She's technically a
Yeah.
Skywalker.
She's
Technically a Skywalker, yes.
Yeah, you know,
Like
you know what?
through
It's
the,
actually
through the
kinda
cloning and all
Yeah,
that
through
shit.
the cloning,
Yeah.
Remember when?
Technically
Correct me if I'm wrong. Remember when Luke's hand got cut off?
Mhm.
He was fighting Darth Vader.
Mhm.
That's where Ray came from. His hand.
Mm-hmm.
Cause that's how Palpatine got his
That's
son,
how Palpatine made. Yeah.
his son
Wow.
that had Ray.
She is a Skywalker.
So she's technically
She really is a Skywalker.
the ejaculated hand son
Yeah.
Wow.
Of Luke.
Luke.
She's technically Luke's daughter.
Technically, by his hand.
Yeah. So she is a Skywalker.
Yeah.
Wow.
I just wish they would show Myra Jade Skywalker, Luke's wife. She was cold. What's she?
The only person to be Luke.
Man, come on, bro. I wish they would have shown her.
She's like the
And
only
she,
person
had,
to be Luke in the
and she
fight.
was redhead with a purple lightsaber. And she was a Sith assassin. I wish they would have showed that shit.
And she was sent to kill
She
Luke,
was sent to
and
kill
then fell
Luke
in
and fell in
love
love
with him,
with
and
him.
then they ended up having a kid and all that types of shit.
And then,
And then
the
she
real,
got- then she got
then the
killed.
real
Then
motherfucker
she got
was
killed.
who was supposed to be Kylo Ren, Jason Solo, who became Darth Vader.
Mm-hmm.
They should put him in.
Cause she was killed by
Who, Myra Jade?
yeah, she was killed by
I forgot what she died. Then she
was
died
it
by her
was it
son.
Jerris Cyber?
No, who didn't Luke's son kill one of his siblings? Or was it one of Han's kids?
I think it was Han's kid.
Because I know like their original kids, Han and Leia's original kids was Anakin Solo and they had a girl.
Yeah, it was Jason.